Just giving the friends a moment to come on. See who shows up. I'm here, the crystals are here, the guides are here. I'm hoping the chat works this time. Because last time there was no chat, and I was like, it feels different. Honestly, this feels a lot different than the Instagram lives, where I have a lot of the chat going, and maybe because it's fewer people coming on here live right now, but eventually this is going to be the place where it's at. So I'm hoping that any kind of chat that does come through, actually see it. And if y'all are called to put something in the chat just to be like, hey, I'm here, that would be really cool. I would love to see that. I would super love to see it. Yeah, I see friends are starting to join. Hello, welcome. I've got my microphone ready to put on, and I think we'll wait just a second. And yeah, fade out the music, awkwardly stop it. And in goes the microphone, because we got at least one other person here. All right. Welcome everyone who's live, everyone who comes in live, everyone who watches this after the fact. Hello and welcome to day 6 of the 40 days of Reiki. And my intention with the 40 days of Reiki is to educate, inform, inspire, and intrigue you about Reiki as a tool for healing as well as spiritual awakening, because it is both. Often we think of Reiki just as a tool for healing, which it totally is, but it's also a tool for spiritual awakening, and that is really awesome. I'm just going to silence my phone so that I don't get distracted like I am right now. All right, that's on airplane phone. The phone is on airplane mode now. I am not on an airplane mode, right, with you guys, though we will be kind of taking a rocket ship. Anyway, so today we're contemplating the question, can stage 5 kidney disease and other serious medical conditions be cured, and I use the C word, cured, with Reiki? That is the question. And I just want to let y'all know before we dive into the invocation that for the 40 days of Reiki, which basically is, I thought I silenced the phone, but now it's using Wi-Fi to receive messages. So I'm really sorry if y'all hear the dinging. It's Tina, my friend, who should be on my live right now. That would be cool if she came. I know people are busy, and I really appreciate those who do show up. So I'm alternating days over the course of the 40 days of Reiki, which corresponds to the 40 plus days of Lent and ends on Easter. And Easter, I believe, is April 3rd or something like that. So the 40 days of Reiki is going to be going strong throughout the Lenten season. And I am going to be traveling to South America towards the end. So that'll be really cool. All days in Costa Rica. Yeah, I'll be in Costa Rica then. But anyway, my intention is to show up live every day, and I'll be alternating live on my Instagram live at Joyful Raw Live and my YouTube live. My YouTube channel is Taylor A. Norris, and I'm using the restream so that my Facebook personal page is streaming this as well. So any Facebook friends that are here, shout out to you, appreciate you. Hello, like maybe haven't seen you in a while. So like, hey, hugs. But hugs and love to all the friends. So that's what's going down. There's also a free course, a free sacred course that I'm offering. And that will be linked below the YouTube description, and in Facebook, I will put that in a comment after we finish here. And that is called The Best Kept Secrets of Radiant Health and Spiritual Awakening. And it is extremely pertinent and relevant to what I'm going to be sharing today about how one can really bring in this higher miraculous, like Jesus healing you and healing others kind of energy. I'm teaching that in this free course. I'm not teaching Reiki in that course, but I am teaching all the foundational things that you need in order to really upgrade your whole vessel in order to be a clear light channel of the healing energy that is possible. Oh, y'all, it's so exciting. So if you're interested in joining that course, it's for my email list subscribers only. So you're going to want to jump in because it will be a paid course in the future. As I'm channeling and creating this course material with my guides, I'm realizing how awesome it is. And they're like, yeah, duh, like it's going to be a paid course eventually. So get in now when it's free, friends. Like get in now before it's, only for money. Okay, so let us and invoke the Reiki and come together and create a sacred container here with all who are present. If you could just take this time now to close your eyes, tune into your body, tune into your breath, maybe stop for the first time in this busy Thursday of yours. Let it all go. Place your hands comfortably on your body. The light of Reiki fills the air that you breathe. Your breath fills your body with the light. As you breathe in the light within you wakes up. The light within you is revealed. The power of divine love fills your breath and is revealed at the core of your being. The power of the divine mind fills your breath and is revealed at the core of your consciousness. The power of the divine heart fills your breath and is revealed in the light of your heart. The power of the divine earth fills your breath and is revealed in your body. The power of God fills your breath, and the power of God is revealed in you. The power of your Holy Spirit is revealed within you. Look inside and say thank you to you. Appreciate you and how deeply you love. Together we say thank you to the divine ones who join us. We invite your divine guidance, healing, and empowerment. Aho, amen, namaste, and so it is. Thank you. As a child of God, I claim my power and purpose as a servant of God. I demand that all darkness leave me and all who are present immediately. I ask that Archangel Michael place me and all who are present and watching this after the fact in his blue bubble of protection against all darkness. All right. You can open your eyes and come back. Yeah. Feels good. That's the thing about like space-time too. It's like anyone who watches this later, you'll be getting that beautiful Reiki healing, safe container, bubble of protection gift straight from Archangel Michael. Yeah, a little taste of Reiki for you. All right, that's an invocation. It's a guided meditation healing experience where the power and the energy of Reiki is called in to the container, you, me, everyone, the force field, the biofield within us. The Reiki is there. Yeah. So, what are we talking about? What's happening now? What's next? The question is, can stage 5 kidney disease and other serious medical conditions be cured with Reiki? Yes, I'm going to move my hair in the correct direction away from the microphone. All right, what do y'all think? What do y'all think when I ask that question? Are you like, I thought Reiki was just like, you put your hands on somebody and you feel relaxed and maybe you see some colors. And yeah, like all that great stuff happens. And in my previous lives, I've been talking a lot about like the spiritual stuff and like super out there and whoa, like cool. I'm gonna take a sip of my juice. And yeah, all that stuff happens, but like, how about for the physical illnesses? Is it a legitimate treatment? Like, what's happened? What's my experience? All of that. And my answer is it's about as legitimate as anything can possibly be. All right. Like, needs to be taken seriously as a treatment modality. And, I was skeptical myself after my first Reiki training. I was like, all right, this is cool. And like, yeah, the spiritual awakening stuff is like obvious, and working on a bunch of different people when I started going to the psychic fairs in Phoenix. It was obvious, like instantly they'd be relaxed, and then some really cool stuff started happening. They talk about colors and like who they saw and hearing their guides and different healing in their chakras. These are already like pretty spiritual people. But then, y'all, what was fun was I was doing this kind of coupon giveaway thing where at the fair, they would randomly give out these sheets of paper to people where people like me who were offering a service or a product at the fair would give away like a free session, like free 5 minutes or free 15 minutes. So I was giving away like a couple free 5 minutes or 10 minutes of Reiki sessions to people just to get them to my booth because I was a new vendor. I'm like a new face. Who is this girl? Like, we don't know. And to kind of like lure some people in so we could do some Reiki and I could, have a way to start sharing with people, new friends, making, kind of an icebreaker thing. So I did some of those, and I remember one lady, like, she was not going to come to me for Reiki. Like, it was bringing in people who were like, some of the time, like, really open and excited, but a lot of people were just kind of like, what is this Reiki stuff? Like, you got like a rainbow on your sun and you look like ridiculously happy. Okay. Let's do our free 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, let's see what we can do in 5 minutes. Like, all right, let's bring it if we're going. And I would have them fill out a form kind of telling me about, their issue, whatever their direct issue was. And I remember this one lady, bigger lady, didn't look super healthy. She laid down. That was my first one, actually, where I had my yoga mat, not even my Reiki massage table yet. And she laid down on the floor, which I was like, bless her. Like, I don't know if this is comfortable for her. I asked her if she wanted a chair, but she said, no, she got on the floor. So she got on the floor. And what she had was like diabetes neuropathy in her foot, where her foot, she completely like couldn't feel anything. It would alternate between that and I think like in like pain, numbness, like it just not working properly. And so, normally in a Reiki session, maybe I'd like do different areas of the body when I have more time, but I had 5 minutes. So I was like, all right, activate in the ways that I was activating at that time, placed my hands on her foot. And I just treated her foot for 5 minutes. And yeah, it was nice. I was relaxed. I felt that the energy, it came in strong, that she was like open enough to receive. And, at the end of 5 minutes, I'm like calling her to wake up and to talk to me about it. She was like, oh my God, like I can feel my foot and it feels good. Like it feels good. It feels normal. And like, I feel so much more relaxed and just her whole energy and expression and everything had changed. She was just like, could tell like her mind was blown and she was just like, thank you so much. And, got up and kind of like float walked away. Cause that's how Reiki, like after you get a session, you kind of do feel like you're floating, flying. Okay. Like walking on air and everything's like all relaxed and clear. And she just like happily walked away. And that's when I was like, all right, this was a lady who definitely was like, she had never had Reiki before, hadn't heard of it, wasn't like a super into energy healing type person, just a normal chick. And, with a very serious condition that supposedly isn't like treatable or reversible, really helped by anything other than like Reiki. And if she were to like drastically change her lifestyle and adopt more of a, I don't know, like a raw vegan diet or something, and experience a lot of healing. Um, so that was really cool to me, to be like, all right, so this isn't just like sparkles and colors and stuff. We're talking about some serious physical healing. And I didn't work on her for 45 minutes. That was 5 minutes. That was quick. And that was me fresh out of Reiki 1 and 2. Okay. No advanced training, no higher energy, fancy stuff. Like me, her on the yoga mat, homegirl, let's go. Let's Reiki 5 minutes. All right. So yeah, that got me thinking. And then I did a session on someone else, and this is the end stage kidney disease story I'm going to share here, which I do have permission to share about this and keep the person anonymous. Bless that person. And basically, this is someone who was struggling a lot. She was waking up in the morning and unable to get out of bed because she had extremely severe lower back pain and was basically immobilized in the morning and not knowing what was going on, and had gone to the doctor and had lab work done 2-3 times, and was told, she went in initially, her I'm gonna have to look at my notes here, but it was some lab value that indicates kidney function. It was, I don't want to misspeak, so I'll say it was the GFR. Yeah, she was getting the GFR kidney function blood test done, and it was 39. And then the next time she went in, it was 26. And then the next time she went in, it was 14. And they were telling her, hey, this is what's going on with you. You have stage 5 kidney disease. Like, we're about to put your badonkadonk on dialysis. Like, this is serious. And this person was like pretty freaked out by that, because it was sudden. And that's how kidney disease is. The more I've learned about it, it's like something that you don't know you have it until it's like it's stage 4, stage 5, end stage. Okay, dialysis, next step. Like it's not like, stage 1, like, we can treat it like initial. It's usually being found when it's really, really bad. And that was the case with this person, who was thankfully open to a Reiki session with me. Bless her. I was like, yeah, I'll do Reiki on you. Are you kidding me? Of course I will. Like, so excited. So we proceeded to have a Reiki session. Again, this is me straight off of Reiki 1 and 2 training. No Reiki master, no advanced training, no fancy stuff. Just me doing my thing, and as guided by my guides. And we had a super freaking powerful, intense session. She was super open. I was super open. She is extremely well connected with Blessed Virgin Mary, Jesus, all the angels and saints, Holy Spirit, all the Catholic figures, and all of them were working very, very hard on her. All of those same characters were coming through on my end too, as well as I remember Ganesha showed up, the elephant in Hinduism who removes all obstacles and blockades. Ganesha was there. I remember, y'all, it was so intense. I had this feminine Buddhist energy. Gosh, what's her name? I'm forgetting. She has one eye. She is so intense, y'all. And this is someone an energy I worked with when I was a nun and like living at the meditation center. I'm spacing out on her name right now, but I remember there was a moment when I shared space with her in my body, and she came through, and she was like, oh! And I mean, I went like down in like squat position and was like, and this energy was flowing through me and doing the healing, and I mean, it worked. Meanwhile, this person who was receiving the treatment was like having body convulsions, like involuntary movements, yeah, all kinds of like twitches and stuff, and like it was going really deep. And like sometimes that happens too. Okay, sometimes that happens. Other times you're like relaxing into like mush. So all the full range of experience is possible in any given Reiki session. And your awareness as the person receiving the Reiki is totally different. Sometimes clients are seeing like all kinds of crazy stuff. They're seeing their guides, hearing their guides, seeing color, sparkles, light, all kinds of things, direct messages, exactly what the problem is inside. Other times it's complete blackout, like you fall asleep, or white out into like a sleep-like state where you're extremely relaxed and you don't know. You're under I'm calling it now Reiki anesthesia, like they put you under, and you're just like in a peaceful, you're in a place that's like sleep, but I'm guessing is not really sleep. It's like an alternate space you drop in, where you're just like, you're taken care of. Meanwhile, everybody is working on you, me, everything, all my guides, all your guides, the full team. It's like a surgery room, basically. You imagine a surgery room where there's like multiple doctors, nurses, like someone's handling the anesthesia. Like it really happens like that. I very much see it like that and feel it like that. And that's what I was feeling when I was working on this person. And yeah, she completely like passed out into the like blackout anesthesia space. And then when I called her back, I didn't even work on her a full hour. It was like 45 minutes, I think. But it was like enough. We went right in and like did what was needed and came back out. And yeah, so after that, I remember she said she felt really good and she felt cleared. And like we also did a lot of clearing of not just the physical, like I was having memories and like stories coming through about like what had happened to her, and like a lot of different things were coming through. So afterwards she felt good, but she felt really relaxed. And I remember she told me that then she took like a 2-hour nap or something, and then when she woke up, she had to go to the bathroom, and she had black diarrhea. It was like black tar, mucoid plaque, like tar, black excrement that she said she's never experienced before. I'm just so grateful she was telling me this stuff. And she was like, I'm not trying to scare you, but this is what happened. And I was like, that's awesome. Because it is. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, we do this spiritual energetic work, and then it actually will physically clear the body. And any kind of detox response that someone may have like that is awesome. It's phenomenal. It's great. It's to be celebrated. And yeah, after that, I was so glad she was following up with me. She told me she got her GFR tested again, that kidney blood test, and the normal value is 70, right? Hers was 14 before our Reiki session, and they hadn't put her on any medication or anything. After the Reiki session, she got the blood test. The value was over 80. 70 is normal. She was over 80, okay? From 14 to 80, the only thing that had changed, a single Reiki session, 45 minutes, okay? It's possible, all right? And she's followed up, she told me she's done more blood tests, and like each time, like her labs are normal or healthy, her kidney function has been restored. And you know, that's really it. She hasn't undertaken like sweeping lifestyle changes or gotten on medications or anything like that. It was one Reiki session. I haven't worked on her since then. So it's possible. It's possible to heal end-stage kidney disease, like on the brink of dialysis, with a single Reiki session. Am I saying that that will happen every time? Does it happen every time, every session with every healer? No, it doesn't. They talk about cures like that as like miracle cures and like spontaneous healing and that kind of thing. And I think, if anything, Reiki healers are probably hesitant and shy to come forward, like I am right now, and saying like, I healed, this person of their cancer using Reiki. Like, even if that was their experience and that what happened, because it's like you're putting yourself up against people who are probably, like their minds are constricted around miracle type healings to happen, energy healings to actually produce physical cure results in a person that fast. And then also I'm taught in Reiki classes that, in order to maintain and sustain that kind of healing, additional Reiki sessions may be needed. Additional like lifestyle changes and recommendations may be needed. And I think all of that, there is some truth to that, that to really sustain powerful healing and cure, additional Reiki sessions can be helpful, and additional healthy lifestyle changes, like all the ones that I am teaching in my free course, Best Kept Secrets of Radiant Health and Spiritual Awakening. I think all of that would be extremely supportive of maintaining a cure. But I honestly, y'all, I think that probably miracle cures like what I just described probably happen more often than we hear about. They're definitely, it's not going to be showing up in the mainstream news or media or anything. Coming at you, oh, Reiki like cures the big C word or like whatever it is, cancer, heart disease, kidney disease, right? Like that's not going to show up in mainstream news outlets or media. You're probably going to have to like dig on YouTube, and even it's going to seem like, oh, is this person like full of it or not? Like, is it legit or not? And I think the answer is sometimes yeah. Sometimes, yeah. And I think more miracle cures are possible the more that people receive the Reiki training and more healers are equipped with this healing energy to use. And also, the more that different healers can learn to clear out their channels so that the higher energy can really flow through fully, unadulterated, just free flow through the instrument of the body. Because y'all, when I give Reiki in person, especially, it's very visceral. I can feel the energy being like excreted and shown out through every pore in my body, through my eyes, through my hair, every little skin cell, everything, my whole body, it's beaming it fully. I mean, maybe the hand is touching here, but it's coming from my chest, it's coming off everywhere. Okay, so the more your body can actually be an open conduit for the higher energy, and making sure the higher energy you're bringing in is a universally guided life force energy, like high energy, high vibe energy, not I make this distinction a lot, like the personal limited energy of Taylor, the ego, the personality, which yeah, I can give energy, but then that's draining my energy. I'm like spilling out my little tiny cup. Whereas when I'm using the energy of Reiki, it's limitless, profound, and it's bringing in the real healers, because a miracle cure like that is not Taylor the personality curing Reiki patient on the table. Okay, that's not what's happening. It is the higher energy, this healing high heaven divine energy capable of everything, limitless, infinite, coming through the instrument of my body, and all the different, how I see it, like Jesus and various healers that come through and they just do their thing on the person who's receiving the session. Meanwhile, the person who's receiving the session, all their guardian angels, whoever they're connected to, who is of high enough consciousness to want to help out. Because a lot of times, there might be negative entities and energies and demons and underworld beings and things that don't belong, negative thought forms that need to be cleared and asked to, okay, skedaddle. So that, Jesus and the team, the full team, our whole surgery room can operate in peace and get the best possible results for this person. And that's another thing. Reiki only operates for the highest good of all who are involved, all beings who are involved. So if it's going to mess this person up to have a divine cure, it's not going to happen. If it's going to train wreck their life, I don't know how that would be possible, but theoretically, if that was the situation, Reiki wouldn't go to this person. If it was really going to mess them up, then the healing would not be profound and complete like what I described to you. So that's a bit about how it works. And I will say this, that was, again, right after my Reiki 1 and 2 session. Each time you do a Reiki training, I did my Reiki advanced training and as ART and my Reiki master last year, almost a year ago. When you do an additional training, you get upgraded energy. You get new symbols to work with, which are kind of different ways of transmitting energies. It's different streams of Reiki, in a particular configuration. It's like another tool in the toolkit, okay, that can be used. And you just receive a higher, more upgraded version of the Reiki energy. That it is more powerful, y'all. I noticed a difference after my master training. It was okay, yeah, this is next level. And there's levels beyond that. I need to look into that, actually. Advancing what Reiki energy is available. But I'm super happy and stoked and fulfilled with what's coming through me. And what I'm learning is, a lot of people, it's they're just so keen to upgrade their energy with the next Reiki class. Meanwhile, someone with Reiki 1 and 2, just like me, just the basic symbols and stuff to work with, the basic energy to come through, just kind of enough to get you started, can obtain the results of a miracle cure, given that the person who is receiving the Reiki 1 and 2 energy and training is a clear light channel. And what do I mean by clear light channel? In a healthy body. I mean, in a healthy body, in a healthy mind. So I had done tons of meditation before receiving that. Years of yoga practice, years of self-inquiry, inner work, years of healing work and 12-step program, years of work in psychotherapy, years of being a vegan. Started a vegan diet 2012, ahimsa. No longer eating sentient life forms. Okay, this is a big deal. Okay, yes, plants are sentient too, but now that I talk to the plants and grow the plants, they're telling me, hey, we want you to eat us and we help you wake up. That's our kulyana, our dharma. And so they're down to be eaten, at least in my personal relationship with them. But I had been vegan many years. I had been raw vegan and practicing more and more high raw to all raw food vegan diet, which is extremely light, which is extremely healing, which is extremely health promoting. And my guts have been cleared out a lot. So the more space you have in your body, in your mind, so in your mind through the meditation, in your body through yoga and movement practices I've done a lot of water fasting. I've done a lot of juice cleansing. I've worked to detoxify my body from chemicals, from all the pharmaceuticals I've ever taken, from all the recreational drugs and alcohol I've taken, all unhealthy lifestyle. I've really, really worked hard to eliminate that from my being and choose differently and continue on this path of choosing health promoting foods and lifestyle practices and letting go of all the ones that do not serve, all of them. As soon as I recognize there's another one, okay, we got to let it go. So stopping the damaging inputs and really focusing on the positive inputs so that this is a clear light channel, a clear container. My mind, my body, my heart, my soul, and spirit can fully channel the power of even just a Reiki 2 energy. Now that I'm channeling the power of a Reiki master energy, of this holy fire energy, it's quite a bit stronger, the healings that I'm able to obtain and the results I'm able, and my experience of the energy has heightened. And also, that healing happened almost a year and a half ago, and I have upgraded my health. I've done additional detoxification, cleansing. I've been more dialed in on my raw vegan diet. I've done a lot more meditation and spiritual work. I've done a lot of changes in my life that just facilitate me to be a even clearer light channel for healing energy. So what's possible now is that I'm teaching people these foundational tools that will help you become the clearest light channel possible, so that by the time you take a Reiki class, if you choose to do so, you are a pristine container for this energy, and the healings that you're able to attain for yourself and then eventually share with others, if you so choose, are going to be miraculous. So I think healers just need to be empowered with the information, the tools on how to create the most optimal human vehicle that can hold and share and transmit this higher energy that they're learning in a Reiki class. That the miracle cures are going to be more and more common. That, Jesus wants us to know that he will do the healing. You don't have to be doing anything special. He will just come and do it. That's he's the one who's doing it, him and the full team of these ascended masters. And I'll talk about that more in a future live, about which energies you work with, because that's really important. Obviously with Jesus, it's we want Jesus to do as much as he's willing to do and can do. But more and more miracle cures and miracle healers are going to come forward. And I absolutely think that Reiki is a modality to be taken seriously for any kind of physical healing, serious medical conditions, all of that. Actually, when I was living still in Arizona, I was trying to get in the hospital and do Reiki on cancer patients there, because they do have a program there that was an adjunctive alternative therapy program. So, this is being more and more legitimized. Reiki is being brought into hospitals, but only seen as an alternative or complementary therapy, which is fine. But I think, especially if you have a serious illness, and placebo effect is real, really being open to healing and spontaneous cures and miracle cures, that's seriously going to increase your chances of that happening. And that's what I want to share. Just again, I'm teaching the keys to accessing and empowering all of these skills in my free course, The Best Kept Secrets of Radiant Health and Spiritual Awakening. The sign up link will be below the YouTube video in the description, and in Facebook, I will put it in the comment below the live. But what I do in that class is it's a weekly video class that I email you the video. So you need to be on my email list, and you'll be able to watch it in your time. And eventually the entire course will be a collection of these videos, and then some kind of live stream like this, or group coaching, private Facebook group, that kind of thing. The form will take place. Later on, it will be a paid thing. So definitely get in it now, and you can start learning how do how do I create conditions for radiant health in my body? How do I create conditions for spiritual awakening? What are all these tools? Because all the tools for physical healing are also tools for spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening tools are also tools for physical healing, mental, emotional healing. All of this is like this. It goes together beautifully. And that's what's on offer in this human vehicle. It's like the most underrated thing, like to be in a human body, human mind right now on planet Earth is amazing. What is possible? I know it's a crazy time. I know it's chaotic. Seems like everything's falling to pieces, but there is a chance to really, really like surf this energy. I feel like I'm cruising this energy. I'm cruising it. I'm surfing. It's a wave. All right, let's go. Let's ride it, because the activation that's possible, the awakening that's possible, the healing that's possible and needed. Okay. She's like, I'm getting serious here, because every single one of you who is a light worker, who is a healer, who is a bright light in this world, like even if you don't identify as a healer and you're not doing energy work, or you're not like a, right? You are doing your thing. You are being asked, you're being called to step up, because we need every single one of us stepping up and into our power and sharing and healing ourselves and sharing with others. Just the personal healing will do so much. What's possible beyond that is up to you. It's up to you, and whatever your kuleana is, whatever your dharma is, whatever your life purpose is, whatever your mission is, whatever you came here to do, you can access that and do that. And you're needed. Every single one of us is needed right now. You are needed, my dear Earth Angel friend. So that's all I wanted to share today. A little glimpse of what is possible with Reiki. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Taylor A. Norris. Find me on Instagram. Tomorrow's live will be on Instagram at Joyful Raw Life. And sign up for the free course if that's something you're interested in. It's blowing my mind every time I produce a video, because it's my full team basically just channeling whatever they want me to say. And like my student personality is like organizing it with their help, seeing the whole big picture. It's very, very exciting and fulfilling. And yeah, I thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. Namaste, dear one. Shine on, shine on. You're needed. You're needed. I value you. Now you value you.